Alright, I picked up a pretty decent condition original paint 3-point hitch for the ss15. Pull enough hose out, then you can close the door. That last clip, I was trying out, I got one of those head mounts for my GoPro. See how that turns out. But anyway, I got this original paint 3-point hitch. It was in a little bit rougher shape, but I used some SOS pads and cleaned it up. Came out pretty good. There's still some paint missing and all, but it still has the little clips and the chains. So that's nice. And I actually have another original paint one that I should get probably by the end of the month. So if it's in better shape, I'll put it on here. If it's similar condition, I don't know. I have that 16.6 single in West Virginia still that I could put it on. Because I robbed the one off the 16.6 twin to put on the hydro because it was a hydro specific hitch. And I'd like to have two up there because I got two tractors up there. I'd like to have both with 3-point hitches. I was having trouble getting that rod through. These wheels must be weird size. I've never... Because normally I can, if the bar won't go through underneath crooked, I usually just pop it through the wheel and I can get it to go back through, but this one didn't want to do that. And I need to get a tube for the front of this because it leaks down. That's the only tire that really leaks down. I have to order up a tube and pull it off and fix it so I don't have to keep adding air to it. I'm not sure if the deck's going to stay on this or not. I'm definitely going to keep it because it's the only 48-inch deck I have. I'll probably leave it on there until spring and cut with it a little bit and see how it does. But the only other thing I want to do is I want to make some new running board pads. I have a whole roll of stuff like I did on the SS15. I'll do both of them because it's slightly different. I'll just make 2 of those and put on here. Shame the other one's messed up because this one's pretty good shape still. So I'll use a heat gun and peel that up and then make some new ones. Need to see if this thing still runs. I was having some intermittent problems with the points. I should probably just order some new points and put on it and be done with it. It's been sitting for a couple weeks, Christmas and all that. And I pulled the Gannon off the 68. I might just throw it on the back of this for now until I figure out where I'm going to put it. I moved some stuff around out here yesterday. I put the mower deck that was back there under the workbench after I tore that transmission down. All I did really was pull the hubs and the belt guard and a couple other little things off of it. I don't know if it's going to get its own video or just kind of get thrown in here, but I'll pull this back out with whatever else I get done today. I also got most of the 3-point hitch for the SS14 painted. This turned out pretty decent. I still need to finish doing the threaded part of the center link, and I need to do this little thing in the other arm. And I just dug this out. It's bent. I'm going to straighten it because I forgot I needed to grab one of these out. I got one of these. It's a paint shaker for spray paint. You put it on your Sawzall. So that's pretty cool. And I started painting the exhaust stuff. I still need to figure out what muffler or what I'm doing for the SS14, but I'll figure it out eventually. Alright, last clip. I put the 3-point on this. I took it out and rode it around a little bit. I think I already talked about I'm going to do new running board rubbers. I need to get an air filter for it. It's missing the one bolt for the mower deck hanger down there. But I had this out, it runs good. And I'm gonna order a tube for this tire. And I gotta get the right size bolt for the sickle bar for the front mount and put that in. I'm gonna take a break from the ss15 a little bit. I need to do some work on that hood, and it's been cold, but I do need to finish up the 3-point. I might get on that this week depending on what the weather's like. Other than that, I really didn't do too much this weekend, just trying to get rid of some junk and clean up a little bit. And I still gotta get this lug put on this negative cable on the ss15. And cleaning up, I moved that mower deck like I think I'd already said. I don't know which video is coming out first, but I got this HH120 running. It smokes, but it ran pretty decent for what I did to the carb. I still need to tune the carb good and then have a good carb to test fire engines. I still need to pull that one out and put the ignition parts on it and make sure that one's good, because I'm not going to keep it if it's junk. And I got the Gannon moved to its permanent storage. But I should have a lot of stuff cleaned up in here. I don't know, I've kind of been tossing around the idea of selling the ST12 because it's not my favorite tractor. If I do sell it, I'll probably pull that deck off and then put this one on it, because I want to keep this deck because it's pretty good original paint. It came off the 18.6 when I got it. So I might sell that. I don't know if I'm going to sell it with the 3-point or not, but I've kind of been thinking about it. It runs pretty decent. It's got new axle seals and some other stuff. New fuel line, new carb. The only thing is the fuel tank's got a small leak in it somewhere. I've never pulled it back off to find it. If it sits for a while, the tank will drain itself. The nose cone's decent. It's got a crack in it that needs to be fixed, but it's still all there. It's got, I think they're John Deere wheel weights on the rear. But I've been thinking about selling that. Everything else I plan on keeping for right now. Alright, I don't know how much of this I'm going to leave in there because I'm kind of just rambling, but if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that stuff.